Our Earth is in chaos. Violence is rampant. If there ever is a time and a need to support peace and tolerance among the youth of the world, it's now. I'm Carol Sumner Crutchman. I founded the Peacemaker Corps, a non-for-profit organization whose mission is to teach peace and tolerance education among the youths of the world. PCA developed and uses our unique restorative justice workshops to educate the youths how to use words instead of violence to solve a problem. Ambassador Agril Chaudhry, our mentor, wanted to create a global platform for youths at the United Nations to share their ideas to bring peace into their lives. Former UNESCO Secretary General Federico Mayor and I created a worldwide movement using a film festival for global kids under the age of 18 to tell their stories. The festival started with a calling all filmmakers to send a video to our website, PSGFF.com, encouraging them to produce a film which delivers their message of peace. A prestigious international jury panel was formed to pick the winners. I'm Carol Crutchman, and I am the founder and president of the Peacemaker Corps Association. Welcome to the Peace in the Street Global Film Festival. Local UN representative Suzanne Harvey, who has been working with me for the past 10 years on the film festival and more years before that. I'm very proud of what we've been able to do at the Peacemaker Corps Association and the Peace in the Street Global Film Festival. 10 years we existed with the United Nations help and support. I praise the creativity of these wonderful young people, and I hope you will enjoy every moment of it. Every time I see a film done by a youngster in some part of the world that's talking to the world and asking them for peace, I get thrilled. I appreciate you all for being supportive of us for 10 years. Thank you again.
It is an honor to address the 10th Annual Peace in the Streets Global Film Festival, hosted by the Peacemaker Corps Association. On behalf of the United Nations, I applaud your efforts as young filmmakers to spread messages that help people and societies move from conflict to building the foundations of peace. Together, you represent the next generation of filmmakers and storytellers that the world needs to imagine a better future for humanity. Now more than ever, we need to practice tolerance and live together in peace with one another and as good neighbors. Thank you for your contribution to a more peaceful world, and congratulations on your Peace in the Streets Award. Have a great day.
saw him. I had to do it. I had no choice. I don't know why he did what he did. MC is usually good at basketball, but for some reason yesterday he wasn't. I wonder why. I don't know what they're talking about. I won this competition fair and square all by myself.
Objection, Your Honor. You're supposed to tell nothing but the truth. Your Honor, this man's a bully and a cheater.
Order! Order!
Yeah.
Order! Based on the testimonies heard here today, I find you guilty. I sentence you to 5 hours community service.
Rematch, rematch, rematch. But fair.
Hola, soy Eva, de Taller Telequí. Estamos muy contentos de haber ganado este premio en el Peace in the Street Global Film Festival. El corto ¿Quiénes no son los bichos raros? Lo realizamos entre mis compañeros María, Hugo, Joaquín, Lucas y yo. El tema que elegimos es sobre los niños que sufren bullying en el colegio, porque no son aceptados tal como son. En el corto, algunos fuimos actores y otros cámara y sonido. Algunas escenas tuvimos que repetirlas, pero mereció la pena. Gracias al profesor de Taller Telekids por ayudarnos a realizar este corto. Espero que este mensaje de paz llegue a muchos niños del mundo. Adiós.
Ana es la chica más lista de mi clase. Siempre anda con Julia, aunque a ella le cuesta aprobar los exámenes. Es un poco rara, la verdad, y hay gente que no le gusta eso.
¿Qué te pasa? Mancha mayor rica y rara.
Ya llegó la tonta.
Sí, la metepata.
Eres un bicho raro.
Llorica.
¿Otra vez? Ya te dije que no les echaras cuenta. Todo el día pienso en eso. ¿Y si es verdad? Venga, Juli, esos son unos tontos. Pasa de ellos. Pero saben que les temo. Ven, vamos a hacer algo. ¿Nos has estado escuchando? ¿Nos puedes ayudar?
No, yo ya he pasado por eso. Y a mí, nadie me ayudó.
con las payasas. Bichos raros, ¡fuera de aquí!
No, no nos iremos, porque el patio es de todos. ¿Verdad, Juli?
Sí, así que no os acerquéis.
Menos mal que me avisaron. Vamos, castigados.
¿Tú llamaste al director?
No, yo no fui. No sé quién habrá sido.
Si nos ayudamos todos, los bichos raros serán los que acosan.
My favorite teacher is Gandhari. She's our art teacher and she's a very kind-hearted person. Shivani ma'am and Priya ma'am. When I think of a good teacher, I think of Shivani ma'am. Because she's very nice, she's very kind and she's very calm. Both of them have one thing in common. Both of them find some way to make us laugh. I like her accent. My favorite teacher, Shruti ma'am. She's one of the best. There's just one person in my life who's always encouraged me to dream higher and taught me to succeed my expectations every time. And that is my teacher, Pallavi ma'am.
I really admire one of my favorite teacher, which is Anjali.
My favorite teacher is Sanya ma'am because she's very kind, lovely, and sweet.
My favorite teacher is Shilpi Maiti. I really admire her because she's really sweet. She is very kind. Her way of teaching is very unique. Whenever I used to cry, she used to console me. She is my favorite teacher, Pallavi ma'am. She is the most beautiful person. I love her. Anchal ma'am is very warm-hearted and she is very kind.
She's really kind and she's really helpful.
We all have that one teacher in our lives who is always there to cure us at times we need her. One of them is Shilpi ma'am. She is the most beautiful teacher I have ever met. Although all the teachers are the best, but she is my favorite. Shilpi ma'am. She is the most supportive teacher I have ever met in my life.
Yeah, she's always there.
Happy Teachers Day.
So what's the plan again? So when Ethan walks down the alley like he always does, I'll grab him. Blake and Max, you help me hold him down. Lainey, take his wallet.
Okay.
Well, what if he doesn't have any money? He's a Jew. He'll be rich.
Get in position.
I can't find the money!
Where'd you put it, Jew?
Oh, here it is! I found it!
Get off me! Stop him!
Listen, guys, I'm sorry, but
You better not mess this up again. All right, guys, time to go home without money. Well, here she is. Come on, we don't have all day. What do you want?
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't be an idiot. We have to do it.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm tired of you, these stupid crimes, and your racism and anti-Semitism. I'm not sure about all of you, but it isn't me. I'm done.
What? You can't quit? Fine. We never needed you anyway. All right, guys, get in position. What are you guys doing? Hide!
You know what? She has a point.
You gotta be kidding me.
You know what? I'm gonna leave and make better use of my life.
All right, you and me, we got this.
I've always been scared of you, of what you'd do to me if I denied you. But after seeing Lainey and Max, I see you for what you are. I'm leaving.
You guys can do this! Guys, please! I need help!
Hey, Ethan.
Get away from me!
Wait, I want to say something.
What?
I just want to say I'm sorry. Me and those other guys, except for Noah, we didn't mean to cause you any harm or hurt you at all. We just... Noah peer pressured us into it. So, you don't have to forgive me, but I just want to let you know I'm sorry.
Thanks. I wasn't expecting that. I guess you're not as bad as I thought.
In the wake of the war between Israel and Hamas, anti-Semitic hate and hate crimes are on the rise in Europe, in the United States, and all over the world. The number of hate crimes committed against Jews in New York City skyrocketed by over 214% year over year in October.
You shouldn't base people off of their religion or where they're from.
In the wake of Hamas's brutal terrorist attack on Israeli civilians on October 7, in October 2022, more hate crimes were already directed at Jews than any other group. But that total paled in comparison to the total a year later when 69 such incidents were reported.
If you ever see somebody getting bullied because of their religion or race, tell somebody immediately, because it is not okay.
Shows anti-Semitic cases have climbed 388% since the Hamas terror attacks.
Don't hate people just because of their religion or their race or gender, because they can't control that.
Hello there, and my name is Soccer Forney of Bachelor Middle School, the only producer for my film, Don't You Agree? Mr. Rutkin helped me make my video by giving me ideas for my film, one of them being about the war of Ukraine and Russia. Don't You Agree consists of the events of the war between Ukraine and Russia, the events leading up to the end of 2022. The purpose of the film was to give information of what happened in 2022 and to be aware of the mass chaos and deaths that occurred each day. It was also supposed to inspire people to try and stand up for others and show kindness towards those that need it the most. And thank you so much to Mr. Rugden for helping me produce this film. I couldn't have done it without you.
Stop the Cycle, Start the Ripple is presented by Annie Davis, Evelyn Moore, Brody Smith, and Ellie Shipley. From Laura Bachelor Middle School. Our advisors are Mr. Jeff Redkin. You never know what someone else has going on at home. They make inaccurate assumptions that aren't true. But by stopping the cycle and starting the ripple, we can see a little clearer.
Eels, and this is my partner, Emerson Reynolds. The people who assisted in our video, aka our production team, were Ethan Kerr, Calvin Robinson, Jonathan DeVries, Logan Becker, Emerson Reynolds, Avalon Eels, Hazel or Vivian Gunterman, Mason Patton, Molly Adams, Lily Munden, Tori Morris, Joelle De La Cruz, and Mr. Redkin. Our school is Laura L. Bachelor Middle School, and our advisors are Mr. Redkin and Mr. Redkin's assistant, Ryan Ray. The purpose of our film is to show the science behind smiling and how it affects people's moods. Thank you, and we accept this award.
bensound.com.
Hey, you okay? No. Well, I hope you feel better.
bensound.com.
Have you noticed that sometimes when people are smiling for pictures, you find yourself smiling too?
If you're smiling at someone, it's likely that they can't help but smile back.
Smiling and laughter both have been shown to lessen pain.
Our brains are hardwired to reflect the mood and emotions around us.
bensound.com.
Smiling releases endorphins which trigger good feelings and positive memories.
Smiling is actually good for your heart and it helps lower your heart rate and lessen stress. The effects of a good smile go beyond good looks. People who smile more often live longer, about 7 years longer than most. A study reviewing photographs and statistics of Major League Baseball players during the 1950s and beyond showed that players who smiled more and exhibited more positive emotions actually lived longer, happier, and more stable lives.
bensound.com.
Smile. 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 Smile.
Smile.
bensound.com.
Are you smiling yet? Go out there and make the world smile back.
bensound.com.
I am from Arusha and I am 15 years. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher. I go to school to study, to perform well so that when I grow up, I can educate those who have no education. I feel lucky because I go to school, because other children do not have this opportunity to study and help these children. I don't like school because when come here I study, I think about my country and others or things about history that I didn't know. I have been here for 5 years. I am happy to be here because I want to study and then when I finish and get a job, I will be able to help those who do not have a job or education. What I like most is education, and what I like least about the orphanage is that sometimes when I study people are playing and it's difficulty to study and things stay in my head. When I arrive at the orphanage, I take off my clothes. I wash them after washing, and then we pray and we study, or sometimes we study and then we pray. My life before was not good because I lived with my uncle and he did not have enough money to take me to school. He heard about a mountaineer named Lazarus, so he talked to him and they took me in.
Climate action is one of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, especially number 13. Climate action refers to efforts to measure and reduce greenhouse gas emissions and strengthen the capacity to adapt to climate-induced impacts. Coalitions for climate actions work worldwide to reduce emissions, seek nature-based solutions, expand sustainable energy, and invest in resilient cities. The year 2019 was categorized as the second warmest year on record and marked the end of the warmest decade, which began in 2010 and ended in 2019. Looking back on this year, it was concluded that carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas levels in the atmosphere increased to record levels. This is affecting all countries on all continents, impacting both national economies and individual lives. Weather systems are becoming more unpredictable, sea levels are rising, and weather events are becoming more extreme. Now, what are weather systems? Weather stations or weather systems are technological solutions that allows us to monitor and take preventive actions regarding factors like temperature, rainfall, wind speed, and others, all of which are crucial for communities, industries, and sectors at both the national and global levels. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2019, aims to strengthen the global response to the threat of climate change by keeping the global temperature increase this century well below 2 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial levels. The agreement also aims to enhance the ability of countries to cope with the effects of climate change through appropriate financial flows, a new technological framework, and an improved capacity development framework. To achieve this long-term temperature goal, countries aim to peak greenhouse gas emissions as soon as possible to achieve a climate-neutral planet by mid-century. The Paris Agreement is a milestone in the multilateral climate change process because, for the first time, a binding agreement unites all countries in a common cause to cause ambitious efforts to combat climate change and adapt to its effects. Given the imminent threat of a climate catalysm, the pace and scale of current plans are crucial. Climate actions are entirely insufficient to effectively address climate change. Urgent and transformative action is of paramount importance. It must be more than a false promise and whole plan. Greater ambition is needed, encompassing entire economies and progressing toward climate-friendly development. We've already used up a significant amount of our time, and it's time to take the right and immediate steps to prevent something catastrophic and secure a sustainable future for our generations to come.
Every time we throw our trash into the sea, we risk the lives of millions of marine animals and plants. Let's start by ourselves. We can clean the coasts, we can stop tossing garbage to the sea, and we can share the message for other people to help too. The sea animals and plants deserve to live happily and peacefully. So let's help them to keep their home clean and safe for them to inhabit.
We are the Villanueva triplets from Mexico and the Eloisa Emiliano from the Sierra Mije of Oaxaca. We are so thankful for being part of this amazing project. I'm Silvana.
I'm Luciano, and it's an honor to participate on Peace on the Streets Global Film Festival, inspiring people through our message, life culture.
I am Eloisa. Hanzo con achis kodayam tendektiken hayada token aten. Hanzo con achis kodan na representarach mas min mas zonia.
I am Carlo, and we're so glad for receiving this award. Count with our commitment to promote peace in our family, in our society, and the most important thing, in our world. Thank you so much.
All discrimination based on ethnic or national origin or any other that violates human dignity and is intended to nullify or undermine the rights and freedoms of individuals is prohibited. This is what Article 1 of the Mexican Constitution states.
Check out this article. In our country, there are millions of people who suffer discrimination just for belonging to indigenous groups. People who have a unique cultural richness, but who are marginalized, made invisible and excluded from modern life.
In Mexico, why do we only accept indigenous people as museum pieces? Why do we recognize them as part of our present and of our current society? What can we do to change that? Most of the indigenous people we see live in a modern context. They are not folkloric groups. Nevertheless, it is outrageous that today, hundreds of years after the colony, racism prevails in our country.
There is a lot of diversity on the streets, but the indigenous people who come looking for a better life suffer constant discrimination. They face huge problems. Many do not have access to basic health services, lack recognition of their identity, and are systematically denied the opportunities they so rarely deserve. It's unfair because in the museum, they taught us that these human groups are a vital part of our culture and our present. In Mexico City alone, there are 900,000 indigenous people living on the streets. We hope to avoid more violence, like it's happened before. We want peace for all and to become true friends. Let's pay attention and appreciate the indigenous peoples for what they are, an integral part of our country and our future.
Mexico is one of the main mega-diverse countries in the world. Thousands of different species converge here, and it's home to 12% of the Earth's biodiversity. Our history is awesome too, with a wide variety of ethnic and indigenous populations that make multiculturalism special. This heritage makes us unique. Their proud customs and traditions are rich in colors and flavors, which can be appreciated in galleries but not on the streets.
The museum houses the most important archaeological and ethnographic collections in Mexico, which attest our history by recognizing many ethnic groups. Through our work and other cultural manifestations, it explains how indigenous peoples have developed in adverse conditions. For example, since 1940, indigenous migration increased dramatically as these groups arrived to the cities, working in a wide array of jobs at construction sites. factories, homes, and as street vendors. Always translated into an improvement in the general standard of living, but also prevent them from accessing the education they long for.
That's why I love my school. It makes us realize we are all the same. We must not consider indigenous cultures as something from the past, which can only be studied in museums, but rather as a living part of our present selves. Why is it so hard for us Mexicans to accept and respect them as they are? I just don't get it.
It's amazing to learn from Eloisa, who until recently didn't speak Spanish at all. Today, she teaches us awesome things about the Mije. The Mije region is located in the northeast of the state of Oaxaca. Actually, they call themselves Ayucay, and the language they speak is Ayuk, which is the name by which the group has been historically known, meaning people of the flowery language. How cool is that? We can learn a lot from our origins. The indigenous peoples have taught us invaluable lessons. The importance of family, support, solidarity, cooperation, and peaceful coexistence. Loyalty, and cordiality. Always remembering the value of keeping one's word. Let's do like them, who respect the planet and our people of honor.
In the end, we are all children. We just want to have fun forever by exchanging roots, while nurturing ourselves from diversity as part of the same society. Let's respect everyone and everything. Let's foster a single culture, the culture of peace, to imagine a better world.
This here is for peace in the streets, worldwide.
Nobody likes a bully all around the world. Everybody the same, nobody better. Learned this as a little child, rocking tight sweaters. Household had abuse, but family was together. Just to talk about it right now, my heart's throbbing. If we wasn't celebrating now, I'd be sobbing. But now it's all about love, peace, and happiness. That means it's peacemaking time if you had to.
Where is